A modern map of India shows a massive linguistic divide. In the south, native Dravidian languages are dominant. In the north, the population speaks Indo-Āryan languages, a group with roots far outside the subcontinent. In 1786, Sir William Jones, a judge in Calcutta, began comparing ancient Sanskrit with Greek and Latin. He found a persistent affinity between them. The roots of their verbs and the forms of their grammar were too similar to be accidental. Linguists trace these similarities to a common source, an extinct ghost ancestor known as Proto-Indo-European. Because this ancestor language birthed tongues spoken from the Mediterranean to the Himalayas, we have to look past India to find the origin of North Indian culture. This diagram charts the Indo-European family tree. Isolating shared words across branches reconstructs the lifestyle at the trunk. Agricultural terms are missing, suggesting these ancestors weren't settled farmers. Finding shared words for yoke, wheel, and horse shows they were a mobile, pastoral society. This linguistic profile matches a specific time and place. Around 3500 BCE, this culture emerged in the Pontic-Caspian steppes, the vast grasslands north of the Black and Caspian Seas. The foundations of North Indian religion were built here, on the open plains of the Eurasian steppe. The Yamnaya culture occupied these steppes using heavy, solid wood wagons. These vehicles allowed entire households to follow their herds to new pastures indefinitely. As the climate grew more arid, competition for grazing land pushed these herders eastward. By 2100 BCE, they established settlements near the Ural Mountains at a site called Sintashta. This schematic shows a mechanical shift that occurred at Sintashta. They replaced heavy wagon wheels with lightweight spoked wheels and began domesticating horses specifically for riding. These engineering changes turned mobile herders into a specialized warrior culture. With horse-drawn chariots, they could project power across the steppes more effectively than any previous group. Archaeological excavations show Sintashta was heavily fortified. The towns were circular, protected by thick earthen walls and deep ditches to guard their wealth and herds. Their burials reflect a society centered on warfare and status. Elite graves contained chariots, bronze axes, and daggers, alongside the remains of multiple sacrificed horses. These warriors were honored through competitive feasts. Priests performed animal sacrifices while reciting praise poetry to secure alliances and celebrate victory in combat. Seeking wealth measured in cattle, these chariot-riding groups moved southward. They pushed through Central Asia, establishing dominance through superior mobility and bronze weaponry. This combination of weaponry, rapid mobility, and ritual praise created a powerful cultural force moving toward the Indian subcontinent. Around 1500 BCE, chariot warriors entered the Indus Valley. They arrived as raiding parties seeking cattle, followed by family groups in mobile wagon homes. Once in India, the migrants split into two factions with different ideological paths. The first group, the Vedic Aryans, settled on the northern plains between the Yamuna and Ganges rivers. This group strictly preserved their steppe traditions. They maintained the purity of their Sanskrit language and refused to alter their ancestral rituals. Their praise poetry and sacrificial fire rituals were codified into the Rig Veda, a text passed down with extreme precision by generations of priests. By freezing their nomadic religion in time, the Vedic Aryans established the orthodox foundation for early Hinduism. The second group, the Outer Aryans, pushed further south and east, settling in the eastern Gangetic region. They diverged from their northern cousins. Instead of formal Sanskrit, they adopted a regional dialect known as Prakrit. Living among established village cultures, the Outer Aryans abandoned the animal sacrifices of their steppe ancestors. They developed new philosophies centered on nonviolence and asceticism. This Eastern ideological shift provided the foundation for Buddhism and Jainism. One group of steppe nomads had fractured into two opposing worldviews. The stage was set for a crisis when the new kings of the East prepared to march back toward the Vedic West.